Hey guys, I'm Lawrence Lloyd Duff, an artist, musician, singer, composer, engineer, and songwriter. And this is a documentary about the making of my new single, Amor and Psyche, and the corresponding music video, directed by John Lavin. Shara, you almost laughed. That was so cool. Try to get those. That's the coolest sound I've ever heard. So meeting John in the new year. I was doing a show for a band at the Viper Room, and I met John. I was talking to him in rehearsals, and he was like, let's hang out, and da-da-da, because we met.
So, I guess about 6 or 7 months ago, Lawrence and I met and started talking about the idea of working together on a music video. And I had done one before and was pretty pleased with the results, but was eager to try something new out.
We shared a lot of the same kind of creative ideas. He's really great in video, and he was doing a lot of cool stuff. He had done a music video, and I had just finally come to the point where I was starting making my album. I'm recording a bowed guitar. I'm bowing my guitar, which we'll have to see how it works out. Today's an editing day, but I may be doing some recording of the violin or something like that, or the Scottish flute. But anyways, yesterday I did record this bass that I made. That was kind of crazy, and it was fun. It's kind of a gloomy day, a nice day to stay inside, so I'm gonna stay inside and get this done. John Lavin, Fallon Forte, and we met up and had our first meeting at John's place, and we talked about what the idea was.
I got a call probably, I'd say, 5 or 6 months before the video got started, or maybe 3 or 4. And it was, I'm going to do a music video, I want you to be part of it. And it was like, all right. The concept of people living in big cities and actually never touching someone else. You can live in a huge city and never, ever have human contact unless you want to. And that's the concept behind it, is you can be so isolated in your singularity that you never become part of a whole.
My grandma bought me a typewriter for Christmas, and I used that as like the whole kind of, I'm going to start like the story with that. And that'll be the lead instead of it being the piano or whatever. So it's more of the typewriter, and then I did a piece and mixed it up and did my editing and played the piano, improv completely over the top, and sent it to John. He's like, that sounds really cool. So I ended up using the improv piece at the very end. It was like the last 4 bars of music that I played on the piano. It's in the end of the song. My mom had just come back from Las Vegas.
At the beginning of March, I came back from Las Vegas, Nevada, where I did a design job. And I was back in San Diego when Lawrence, Larry is what I call him, my son called me and asked if I could help him with some instruments that he was making for his music video. And so I came up there with all my paints and supplies, and we began to work.
It was a lot of work. We worked from like Monday for 5 days straight. 5 days straight. We went and bought all the materials, and then we just started.
It's like almost 6 on March 3rd. Getting ready to editing Puzzle song project number 1. Scouting for a location for the writing scene, which needs to be in nature, in a rural area, and yeah, I have a lot to do, so I should probably get off this video camera and stop complaining and go do my job.
Right before, about a week before we were about to shoot, I had a panic moment, and I called him, and I think he was feeling the same thing, and we both said, this isn't going to work, this isn't what the video's about. It had just blown up too big, it was too complicated, we were going to be shooting unpermitted, I was going to have like 5 or 6 cameramen in the park, it was just crazy. So we cut that whole scenario out, and we boiled it back down to the core of what the story was.
We made it simple, because sometimes simple is a lot better than complicated, and it's a lot easier to, and it's a lot more accessible when things are simple. And it means more sometimes when things are simple, because you can say whatever forever and do all this flowery stuff, but in the end, what's real is what's your human condition, and we wanted to make it more real about his human condition.
Doe, Monique, is also one of my best friends. I've known her forever, since we met when we were 13.
I've known Lawrence since Lawrence was Larry. So I call Lawrence Larry. But I've known Lawrence for over 10 years now. Pretty much practically grew up together. And ever since I can remember, music has been a part of him. It's always been in his heart. It's been his passion. He was always experimenting, writing, singing. He was actually the first person that got me to sing in front of him, because I sing too, and we both share that passion, and he got me to sing for him when we were really little. So that's a story I always remember. But known him for forever. We've been best friends for forever, and he always told me that when he was older, he was gonna, make a music video and release this single, and if he did the music video, I would be the lead girl in it. So he finally, 10 years later, we're here, Amor and Psyche, and he told me about the project, and I absolutely wanted to be a part of it right away. And the first thing that I did with him was help him with some of his artwork, because he created instruments from scratch. We get really loopy when we're together for like hours. We were just playing around, and he, this is actually, why am I looking into the camera? This is what we were playing with for like a good 45 minutes. I think we recorded some of the vocals with this just for fun.
What are you even saying? I hear Amor and Psyche go.
We had a blast, and he just has such an amazing vision and ear, and what he comes up with his music is incredible. I was just really honored to be a part of it. He had his family and all of his friends involved in this, and just to have the people closest to him and dearest to him a part of this, I know meant a lot to him. So it was just awesome to see it all come together, and him doing it himself. It really takes like a small village to create a music video, from production to getting all the people in it at the same time to the actual music, composing it, singing it. I mean, he did it all, and it was amazing. And the help of his friends and family, he couldn't have done it, but he made it happen.
We did 2 days of shooting, of primary shooting, and then we did some pickup days as well. But the 2 days of primary shooting we did over a weekend, the first day in Elysian Park, and it was amazing because it's probably about a mile from my house in the middle of downtown, and it looks as if we're in the middle of a forest. I mean, it's absolutely incredible.
Okay, when I say action, y'all are gonna run, right? Okay, action.
See it, but okay, if you turn it that way, I can feel like there you go, now I can feel like
I mean, I'm very pleased with the results of the video. The first half of it is very sort of gritty and fast cut and desaturated, and then the second half of it is slower paced, it's more verdant, it's very saturated greens and reds, and I think it tells a story. You know, music videos can be open to interpretation, and I think this one definitely is.
And so it was like dropping my walls and letting someone in and finding love. And that's the whole story of me finding love. And it's for everyone as well. Like, it's like everyone should find love. That's the whole premise of the story. Not to have your walls up and be afraid.
So, enough said. I'm going to bed this time for real. I'm gonna eat real quick and wash my face, brush my teeth, and go to sleep. So, have a good night. I love you guys. I love the world, and I love passionate people. And yeah. I'll see you later.